Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Forever. Dog.
Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw. Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw.
For a body like that, it's a good damn thing. I don't mean what you say.
Yes. Hey, body beautiful. Hey,
that's me.
Hello.
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 And welcome back to Race Chaser Classique, a podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination
of every single episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, starting from the very beginning.
This is the beginning.
My name's Alaska. What is yours?
Hello, I'm Willam.
My name's Alaska from season 5 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, yeah. Who won that
Proudly
season?
representing your season 5, RuPaul's Drag Race alumna from the final 3. My name is Alaska, hailing from the great state of Pennsylvania.
How did you do that to your voice?
I'm from Pennsylvania. That's our natural speaking voice. This is all fake. This is all fake. My whole life.
No, not everything. I've been watching you on the television, and you are remarkably like the same. You're like the same person from back then.
Well, okay.
I mean,
I
think
take
so.
that as a compliment.
Yeah, like personality wise, not like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess I didn't
I
know you on the show. I don't think really, but you seem consistent.
I strive to be, but I also have grown a lot, and I also have grown up a lot, and my
Better wigs.
Yes, definitely
Different
better wigs.
Different wigs.
Right. I mean, there's something there.
That wasn't there before, and that's for sure.
We want to take a second to talk to you about Juvederm. Juvederm XL.
Now, this is the RuPaul Roast, so don't get the Juvederm too close to the roast.
Go to juvederm.com/drag. No, we wish. Okay, and if anyone knows a rep or anyone who wants to have them as an official sponsor, we would be happy to try it out if we had to.
Or Restylane, or like Sunoco, or Exxon, Valdez, like whatever feels creamy that day and smooth, nothing chunky.
Yeah, no. Get out the rolling pin.
Otherwise, we'll have to get the hairdryer and the rolling pin.
Roll the sill.
Roll it.
Why don't you tell us what happened in last week's episode?
Last week, the girls did their makeup in the dark, and then they did they did the "Can I Get an Amen" with the "Where My People At's." Miss Coco thought that there was bamboozlement afoot with Detox doing the assignments. Ivy won. Coco and Jade had to lip sync. Jade went home, and Michelle offers the sage advice that clicks are bad. No.
Clicks are dangerous.
And Reed's jinxed on the runway for her mismatch of looks, but after the lip sync, Coco stays to fight another day. And honestly, this just feels like they're gearing up to a Coco Alyssa face-off. Most of this season, now that it's down to this, it's,
It's mounting to that, definitely.
Yeah. The lipstick message from Jade reads, go for it.
Cheers to my fish fabulous and fierce sisters. I love you, Jade. The Jade of it all, gone but not forgotten. We love Jade Jolie very much.
Yes.
We're chatting in the workroom afterward, and Coco and Alaska have not won any challenges yet. And Alaska is struggling with being a supporting character, and she wants to be Alaska. She doesn't want to be part of Alaska Talks.
Yeah, so when you walk into the workroom, I mean, this was basically your resignation from Alaska Talks, and then the next day...
I served papers.
Y'all walked in, and I mean, I thought it was 2 weeks, but you wouldn't even say Alaska Talks the next day. You didn't even give them the 2 weeks. You just said, I'm done.
No, I didn't.
As per my last circle back, bitch.
Listen, I've always been told as an actor, I take direction very well, and the directors of the show were telling me don't do that shit. So I said, okay, we're not going to do that shit.
I take erections very well.
Yes.
Is that a J. Jolie laugh? Oh my God, you're so. It's crazy.
Is it 4?
I think it's 3 and then a lilt on the end.
Can you play it?
It's 4.
4 total. 3.5.
I think it's incredibly telling that they tell you to do one thing, and then you do it the next episode, and you reap the rewards of it, which you'll see later if we ever get past this fucking timer or this first section. So this first video message of the day comes from RuPaul, and it says, "Oh.
Hey, queens, it's feeding time. So if you've got beef, it's time to start slinging sass and serving insults. But never, ever let them see you choke." Squeak, squeak.
Oh! I didn't expect to see her here.
I know. RuPaul walks right into the workroom, and we get a mini challenge today. One of the best mini challenges there is. This was before Betsy DeVos was in charge, so the library was open.
She was very open. This is one of the funniest reading challenges. You had a lot of strong girls, and even the unstrong girls were still funny.
Yeah.
Detox reads her best friend the only way that a best friend could, and calls Roxy Boxy Mandrews. She celebrates her weight loss. She gives her sister props, and then she says, but no. Which is what every sister should do.
It's how it always works best. It's like compliment, eviscerating read.
Twist.
That's always the best way to do it. Coco for Alyssa, she just says, Alyssa Edwards, never mind. And that really, that says it all, really.
Shorter, louder, shorter, everything.
Yeah.
Ivy said that Coco is using tang for her highlight.
Yeah,
which tang is just such a good comedy word. Tang.
Ivy was really nervous. Like her voice was like wavering as she was saying
it.
Like it was an accurate read, but I think if she backed it up a little more, it would have been stronger.
Yeah. You have the wonderful way of calling Detox underaged parts. You said it's something
all her
illegal.
Moving parts.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe that's a Joan Rivers joke. I don't know. I mean, I steal everything from everywhere, but I think that's a Joan Rivers joke or a takeoff of a Joan Rivers joke. And then I say, Alyssa Edwards, Miss Gay US of A. Oh, wait, never mind. Which was like, this was still so sensitive to Coco and Alyssa.
When did that happen to them? 2005? 2004?
I don't know, but it was still very sensitive. It was like they were allowed to talk about it, but none of the other girls were allowed. We were not allowed to talk about it. So that really got the room going, the fact that I went there with her.
You really, really went there.
Oh, yeah, she really, really went there. Can you believe she said that to me?
Were there any reads that didn't make the cut that you thought were especially amazing?
Yeah, I was really proud of all of my reads. I can't remember any, but I think they might be on YouTube. Can't remember. I think there might be like additional clips on YouTube. So maybe we can like dig that up and post them, because I was very proud of my reads.
Miss Gay America was 2010.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, I think it was kind of recent, right?
They filmed in summer of 2012. Y'all filmed, so
it was pretty fresh.
2 years. Yeah.
There
was already another girl in the crown.
Yes, but they obviously hadn't fully, put it behind them.
I think it's hard for a drag queen to move past drama without fighting about it first. At least a couple of good brawls on television.
Well, if there's a camera crew, it's our responsibility to fight about it.
Agreed. The winner of the mini challenge is Alaska Thunderfuck.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What did you win? You won the right to choose the running order for the Maxi Challenge show.
Yes, which I was then penalized for my choices. So I guess
the walk around them saying, "Well, you have a lot of blah 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 blah." It's so stupid.
But this Maxi Challenge, this is a fantastic Maxi Challenge. It's the RuPaul Roast, sponsored by Absolute Vodka, Absolute Outrageous, Citron Mandarin. They make the world a fruitier place. And RuPaul says no one is safe at a roast. And we have to come up with jokes that are about RuPaul, but also the judges and all the other divas. And we get a coaching session with Nadia Ginsburg, Devin Green, and Bruce Vilanch, all fabulous guests.
Yeah,
we were
funny.
So juiced and excited about this.
Yeah.
Truly.
I mean, everybody's done Devin Green's Welcome to My Home at some point.
Oh, it's a staple.
Yeah.
And Nadia is known for doing her Cher, her Madonna,
her Golden Girls pop-ups. Like she's all over town doing stuff, being funny.
Yeah,
she's
things. Legitimately so fucking hilarious. And Bruce Vilanch is just comedy writer to the stars. And
I hear he
Hollywood
does Bette Midler's
Square.
tweets, and that's why she's funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard once.
I want someone to do my tweets.
So this running order, you put yourself first, which I mean makes sense because you're such a great opener. Did you have pre-planned stuff? Like, did you have a book of jokes that you brought with you when you came there?
I didn't, but once I sat down and started writing it, it sort of came really easily, but I didn't go into it with any bits written. I know a lot of the girls nowadays, they go in with, all right, I have a rap about myself pre-written, so whatever they give me, I can just plug it in if I, which is smart. I did not have any of that. But we did a good job with it. I put myself first, and as I was watching it, I was like, it's actually kind of, in this setting, it is kind of an advantage because you don't have to worry about that. Oh, the other girls did a joke that was similar to mine, so I can't do that joke now.
That's true.
Which happens anytime. You know this. You've done roasts, and I was just sitting there. I think it was the Heclina roast. And I was last in the lineup, so I was just, oh, well, there's one. Okay. Oh, can't do that one. Somebody just... So it is kind of good to go first, but why don't we take a break and we'll see how this turns out.
Okay.
Chime is changing the way people bank. They offer the most rewarding, fee-free banking, and it's built just for you.
I don't want to interrupt here, but I want to chime in. They're not like traditional old banks that charge you overdraft and monthly fees. Plus, they have thousands of fee-free ATMs. There's nothing more frustrating than added fees when you're just trying to access your own money.
Exactly. So with Chime, you are not just switching banks, you are upgrading to America's #1 choice for banking with a Chime checking account.
And how about some of these benefits? All benefits here, honey. Get 5% cash back on a Chime card in a category of your choice, like gas or groceries. And you get savings that grow faster with 3.75 APY. That's 9 times higher than the national average.
And don't forget, they also have Spot Me, which lets you overdraft up to $200 fee-free.
We all need to be proactive in our own finances and understand what our money's doing, and banking can be confusing. There's so many hidden fees and policies that are different at each bank, so you have to look out for you, and with Chime you can do that.
Yes, God, and don't just settle. Find what works for you and get the perks and benefits that are beneficial to your life. Check out Chime.
Honey, I did. I'm a Chime user, and Chime is not just smarter banking, it's the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today.
Head to chime.com/drag. That is chime.com/drag. It only takes a few minutes to sign up.
Chime is a fintech, not a bank. Banking services provided for MyPay and Chime Card provided by Chime Bank Partners. Optional products and services may have fees or charges. Stated annual percentage yield and cashback for Chime Prime only. No minimum balance required.
Checking account ranking based on a J.D. Power survey published October 20th, 2025. For more information on APY rates, MyPay, SpotMe, and travel perks, go to chime.com/disclosures.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform designed to help you stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or scaling your business, everybody needs a website. Otherwise, you're just out there making your business happen with what? Word of mouth? No, ma'am. If you've got a passion project that you're starting, if you want to start making drag watches that are purely ornamental, made for the sole purpose of a queen touching her wrist during lip sync when the song lyrics say, time. That idea is brilliant and needs a website. This is why you need Squarespace, because Squarespace gives you everything you need to claim your domain. Showcase your offerings with a professional website, then you can grow your brand and get paid all in one place. Plus, they have integrated SEO tools, which means search engine optimization, I think, so you can show up more often on search engines. And their Blueprint AI design tool, which can get a fully custom website built in just a few steps if you want to do the whole AI thing. Plus, you can connect your socials, set up easy ways for your customers to buy your products, and even schedule appointments with you. It's all right there on Squarespace. I've scaled a number of businesses in my time, and they have all needed websites because websites just legitimize you, you know? And Squarespace is a great spot for a creative person like me who needs to make a website and has great ideas but doesn't necessarily know the HTML, QRL, TMV of it all, you know? Because I'm not an IT whiz at all. But Squarespace makes it easy for me to select what I want and then put out a wonderful website. And it could be the same for you. You need to check out squarespace.com/drag for a free trial. And then when you're ready to launch, just use the offer code DRAG to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain, which is kind of the same thing. Squarespace.com/drag.
Got it. Well, we come back and we see Alyssa Edwards is really cracking herself.
A young Don Knotts.
She is
and the Apple Bottom Gang.
The star of her own hilarious one-woman comedy hour.
And that one-woman comedy hour is already in syndication in her head. That's how wonderful it is.
Yeah.
She is cracking her shit up, and
girl, I can't do this.
And then she says the joke, and it's not a joke because jokes have structure and format. This is
and are funny.
Yeah, usually they have an element of humor. This is more of an observation.
Yeah,
which she delivers amusingly.
From the cracked out nights in your early career to the cracking of your voice at every live performance.
The gag that she would say that to RuPaul, even as a joke, and then say, and these fucking judges, this is the best you can get, and then they give her own show.
And Detox and I just look at Alyssa and we're like, just stone-faced.
Oh, Detox's eyes said everything. Everything it needed to.
How does the music sound when they underscore this?
The goofy,
the hapless,
the goofy, curious Dumbo music. Yeah,
100%. The walkthroughs is actually helpful because Michelle takes no prisoners and leaves no man left unturned, and she looks beautiful. And she's giving good advice.
Does.
She's saying this isn't funny. Blah 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 blah. She did tell you that your your move to put yourself first wasn't the best idea.
Are you trying to be Miss Congeniality or? Oh, well.
I mean, I don't know if she's ever done a lineup.
And at the Blue Moon, I always opened the show, so it was.
I like going first too, so you can get drunk. Change your hair by the end instead of rushing to put on a little turnting outfit for curtain call. Put me first. Go ahead. I don't give a fuck.
First impression, it sets the tone. I mean, if I was trying to be strategic about it, I probably could have put Jinx first.
And
she would have been a great opener. Mm-hmm. And then put myself after Alyssa.
Oh yeah, Jinx's opening at Haters Roast was always really, really good.
Yeah. But
usually 37 minutes too.
I was trying, right, exactly. That's the whole first act. I was trying to be judicious with everyone, and I was trying to be fair, and I honestly liked going first, so that's why I put myself there.
New drag name, Judy Dishes.
Judy Dishes.
Judy Dishes. So the auto-tune is obviously like a running theme joke through this. Roxy was talking about it, and Michelle says, well, you gotta listen, if someone else doing that, why is it funny? And she's trying to pull the jokes out of Roxy, but it's not working so much. And Ivy's struggling too.
Your page is empty.
Literally.
So what, you're gonna make fun of RuPaul's amazing gowns? That's not funny. Sewing is not funny. Sewing jokes are not gonna work. And
you think if and when the pressure gets on, asking me the same question, what's funny? Tell a joke, blah blah blah. It's not gonna come any quicker. Why are you still here? Go talk to another bitch and then circle back, honey. I wish Ivy just would have said, honey, what do you want from me? You know I'm gonna go home in an episode or two.
Fuck. Michelle debates with Alyssa about what reading is versus what a joke is. Mm-hmm. And Alyssa doesn't really. Alyssa just wants to say rude things to the dais
when she's awake. Oh,
but it has to have some kind of zing and humor to it, which I don't think she was fully getting there.
I think she grasps that comedy comes from pain, but she doesn't know why. And if you don't know the why, it's just painful for the audience who's trying to enjoy comedy.
Yeah.
Michelle, go ahead.
Well, Jinx is having a nap. She's having a narcoleptic episode, and Roxy is letting her sleep. She's like, sorry, girl.
I went to dinner with Shangela once, and she fell asleep at the table, and I just let her sleep. I took pictures.
We'll
post that on Race Chaser Pod. Yeah, don't try to fall asleep or get a moment's notice away from the dolls at all. We will get you. We will get you and got you very quickly.
Get y'all together.
Did the coaching on the main stage offer you any insight into your performance that day? And was it the same day or was it later that day? Sorry, that was the same day.
It was the same day, and yes, it was fantastic. I mean, these are three great comedic minds, and I don't think they were doing the thing where it's they have an earpiece in that telling them to give this person a hard time or that or whatever. I think they were just literally listening to our material and saying, okay, that kind of works. You could take this farther, and that's a great resource. These three comedic individuals, it was a gift to get to do that.
Love gifts.
Coaching session. Ooh, give me your gifts. Back in the workroom.
Roxy's
is going
crying.
Through it.
Yeah, Roxy's crying. They told her her thing didn't work. Nothing worked. And she's got to rewrite her whole thing. Which may be the reason she was relying on the notes so heavily the next day in the performance. But we'll get to the next day when we get to the next day. So the next day, Coco.
Wait, can you break down writing a roast joke?
Yeah,
you both do it very well.
Yeah, you my I don't have a specific formula, but I try to think of the person, and then I try to think of the most general thing about them, and then I try to go in the different direction and something funnier, more minute that'll make maybe 20 people guffaw instead of 100 people titter. because like I'd rather have a really funny weird joke that makes a lot of people really laugh than like a general one that like everybody's going to be like, you know, making a fat joke about Ginger. But like if you make a joke about like her back hair, that's different, you know, because less people do that. So I try to do that, and then I try to like twist it to make it like funny, and then the last 2 or 3 words is where the joke usually lives for me.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. Yeah, it is like a structure. It's like algebra, kind of. It's like you have to say the words in the proper way so that the funny part hits toward the end, because you don't want to give away the funny part as part of the like setup, like explanation. Yeah.
I think Leslie Jordan says it right, that comedy is music, and you either hear it or you don't.
Yeah.
And I would have liked him in this session too, but like, you know.
Yeah.
What do you think about Coco, Reed, and Jinx? Because for this, it's like I read girls that I'm comfortable with, not like new bitches I just met. And this, for Jinx and Coco, they're not friends. They're like coworkers who are friendly. But like for Coco to just start in on Jinx, and then for Alyssa to be like, oh, let me get it. Let me co-sign on this with Miss Coco. Like Alyssa jumps for the chance to like, you know, be the henchman for this a little bit.
I think it's starting to become apparent that Jinx is not going anywhere. She is a deep contender in this competition. And I think the other girls were starting to feel threatened. And so we start to see this growing like narrative of like, oh, Jinx is conniving. She's pretending like she's not good, but she's actually really good. And she's sneaky, and she's like sneaking around and which I know Jinx really well, and I don't think that she has that duplicitousness in her nature. I think she's very vulnerable, and she was going through this just like everybody else. But
I will say that the older girls are attacking all the younger girls. First, it was Serena, who deserved it. Then it was Jade. And then it was Jinx. It's like these older girls do feel threatened by these young girls. Some of them rightly so, I think. So,
yeah. And Jinx was definitely a threat. But we're starting to get this, like...
threat to herself with that nose contour.
Well, but regarding Jinx's makeup... Her makeup from this episode on is stunning. So she looked at herself on the monitor for Can I Get an Amen? And she said, ooh. And she went to, and like her makeup was stunning on this episode and the next episode. So like she took the note, and she's getting herself together.
Speaking of stunning, Rue on the runway. Can we talk about that now? Because she basically does this every season. She sees one girl's outfit, and then she says, do that for the promo, but a little different and a little better. She did it to Raja for season. She saw Raja in season 3.
Space Woman.
Took outfit. It for season 4 promo. In season 4, she saw a snake dress, one-shouldered, on Sharon. Definitely inspired the season 5 look here. In season 6... she saw Courtney in a holographic August Getty dress. Season 7, she wore it on the finale. I feel like it happens.
Yeah,
and what a compliment, because like, but I don't like that one strap that RuPaul has holding up the other side of it. And I know you have to like cover up the titty. But that. I've seen what you wear this season. I don't think you have a leg to stand on for this one right now, darling. Like now you got it together, but I'm not gonna. I don't think we need your opinion on this part. We can go to the next part where you're a contestant.
The point is, RuPaul looks amazing.
She does.
The hair is just that swept back all the way. It's very Snake. The whole thing is. I mean, the hair is reminiscent of a cobra's hood, right?
Yeah.
I like it.
Sure.
We get a great judging panel. We have, of course, Michelle and Santino with his no drag knowledge having ass. But also Leslie Jordan and Jeffrey Pass Around Party Bottom Moran, the czar, the image czar of absolute outrageous.
Jeffrey Moran. So the dolls are coming in for this roast, and who do we have at the top? But Alaska Thunderfuck herself. You open the show. Did they give you a time limit, or did you just go and figure it out? Did they say keep it a loose 4, tight 2?
I
thumbs.
There was definitely like a time frame, but there was no like timer for us. But speaking of timers, we have to go on break, so why don't we get into it when we come right back?
See, I only saw the zeros. No time left. Great smile, the girls went wild with.
We are the Muses.
And they make you stand up there?
Yeah, girl. Well, they had us standing while the divas walked into the center to do their set. Standing?
I think it makes sense because then you could like point out who the jokes are about for the people, because otherwise they don't know, because like this the audience.
Give us a stool, Tina. Come on. We can stay on the stage like that. I don't have a problem with, but
the standing was weird. Yeah, it felt like y'all should have been seated off the side or sitting.
It's wacko.
Was the audience made up of an actual audience, or was it crew members? I saw Theron. Theron
I
got
think
a little
a little of both. We also had a really great close up of Chanel in there.
Perillo?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I think it's like they get the crew and they get their, and I think a few close friends. I hardly think it was like they do now where it's like a casting call for like extras kind of thing. I don't think it was that. I think it was just people who worked on the show. Alaska opens the show. She is great and funny. That's what the notes say. So thank you. I thought so too.
Did they show most of your set?
No, they cut so much out. And I was in the safe zone this week, so they really weren't going to show a lot. But I think, again, there might be some extended jokes out there. Some little jokes here and there.
Chuckles.
There might be some more out there.
Miss Roxy, they I feel like they're merciful in not showing a lot, but what they do show is not comedy. And it's unfortunate because I love her and stuff. So how much of her did they actually show?
She did not like my introduction where I say Roxy with 3 X's, just like her dress size. She was like,
"Oh, did she tell you that?"
No, but you could just tell. She was like, "Oh, and thank you, you weird, sad, gross, less talented version of your husband." Anyway, like,
shady bitch.
Whoa. I mean, again, not untrue, but also just unfortunately not funny.
It is untrue. He's not your husband.
We were never legally married, darling.
Coco came out and does this character, and it's wonderful. It's like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. She's a natural.
Yeah, she's an entertainer. This is what she does.
So funny. The jokes were so fucking hilarious. I mean, the gay.
I've never seen RuPaul's face
Herman,
move that much.
Right, the gay Pee Wee Herman, the fucking
Katrina,
the Hurricane Katrina joke, which, and I don't know. We can discuss whether roasts are a thing of the past at this point, but in roasts traditionally, this is a place where you really can talk about some dark shit that you don't talk about anywhere else. You can say the meanest shit, and you can talk about things like Hurricane Katrina in a joke, and and then you move on to the next thing. And Coco nails it. She knocks it out of the park. Jinx also does a really, really great job. Again, she's a natural when it comes to this type of format.
Ivy's roast feels more like a braise. A slow braise. Delicious, but not exactly what you ordered if you're going for like, the Wellington or something.
It wasn't cooked through. It was just blowtorched to give it a little texture.
I have a question about Miss Alyssa Edwards, and maybe you could answer. Was the feedback in the mic, was that there, and was she doing it, or did they add that in post? Because it seemed very loud for that actually to be happening.
I don't think the feedback was happening, but we do talk about it in Untucked, and I think they just turned off the mic because she was getting too close to it, and it was becoming an issue. She's really eating that fucking microphone.
She's bent down like a hunchback. Talking into the mic like it's a drive-through window with one speaker and a clown mouth.
It wasn't good. The jokes didn't really land and didn't really go anywhere, and it didn't really and she also just couldn't speak into the microphone, which was unfortunate. Detox says fuck too much.
But, and I understand that and all, but like really you're going to be offended by fuck when this bitch is, but yet you applauded this bitch for having her ass crack out the week before. Like, pick your battles. Detox was hilarious. She has the best joke in my opinion because Katrina's hard to joke about, but so are the best joke that they showed, I think, Michelle and RuPaul enjoying together, the thing about the showgirls, much like Nomi Malone, you rely on the talents of your black friend. Like, it makes you think, because everybody loves showgirls, and then you realize Michelle only has a job because of RuPaul having a show right now.
Yes.
So, and I'm not saying anything bad about Michelle, but it's just funny because that's where your mind goes, and then you're like, oh, it's like a double joke at the expense of one person, yet the other person laughs because it's about the...
Yeah.
It's my favorite. I like it.
Yeah, Detox...
But you were really funny.
Detox is hilarious. And the thing is, like... And only if you really, like, know Michelle Visage very well is you know that she and RuPaul bond over the movie Showgirls. It's like one of their favorite things. They reference it constantly on the show. But that's like the best roast things come from people you know really well. And so they can really, something so specific like this can really be the biggest payoff. And we definitely saw that. And just the fact that RuPaul entrusted us to do a roast was very like mutually so respectful, like, because RuPaul was like, I'm gonna literally give you license to read me the house down, you queens, go for it. And that was really, really fierce, and this was a really fucking fun,
it's something that actually happens in our community, and it's a working, like, it's something that would pertain to our careers too. It's not like some like bullshit jump in a water tank and set you on fire.
Right. As far as the looks, this was the look was just us walking out to the podium and standing there. There wasn't a separate runway walk. But I liked my look. It was a simple black dress.
Michelle likes it. She says that it's good to see a new look from you on the runway. I guess this is the first time you showed your knees or something.
She wants to see a new look. She's saying that she's getting bored with the same fucking silhouette every fucking time. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Anyway, Ivy looks great as well. She's in the green sequins. And Michelle compares her to a cardboard cutout. Wow. Fuck.
Is that bad or good?
I think
I don't even know.
In this sense, it's bad.
Oh. Jinx gets props from Michelle for her look, and she was funny and great.
Yeah, Jinx is starting to pull the look together.
It's weird. Was this when RuPaul started talking or stopped talking much? Because all these things are from Santino or Michelle or the other judges. Ru hasn't said much this episode at all.
Oh, yeah. RuPaul likes to... She can say more with just a simple look or a than she does by giving her own. She doesn't really give her own critiques at all. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think she gets paid by the word anyway, so she's probably good on that. She ain't trying to enunciate for everybody's nickels. Detox. What are you holding that up for?
Well, because they don't walk the runway, so I'm trying to give you a visual.
I know
reference.
What Detox looks like. She was wearing my goddamn belt. That seafoam belt was mine.
Wow.
And she still wears it. And every time I'm like, girl, that career was made on that belt. That belt is everything.
True.
And it did not look good on me because I couldn't get it in a tight enough hole to make my waist look smaller. Does that make sense? So I gave it to her. She looks great in it.
She does.
Cute for her. And this velvet burnout suit.
Yeah. It's very you, honey.
She's very gorge.
Alyssa, they say she was gorgeous, but unfortunately she tried too hard. It was boring. It was humiliating. It was uncomfortable to watch. Michelle thought the dress was a prom dress. And Leslie says, but she's beautiful. I don't care.
I'm sure, like, Leslie has seen her out and about in Dallas somewhere, you know? That's where he's a Texas boy. He can recognize the Texas queen.
Yeah.
The judges thought that Coco's performance and look were amazing, and it was a great idea. Give it a character. That's what Coco does.
Was her look a reference to something? I know the hair was very Rihanna of that kind of time period, but
Rihanna
I feel like
wore a wig like that in S&M for a second, but it had fruit in it, and it was like David LaChapelle.
Okay.
But I don't know what it was referencing. Rihanna did do a gold kind of look like this, maybe, but like Santino's comment about like her roots showing, adding to the humor of the character. It's like, I don't understand how roots think that are like, what are you trying to say, Santino?
And the roots were barely showing.
Yeah, it's like a shadow root.
She looked really stunning. And the characterization was hilarious, and she really fucking crushed it. And she looked great. It wasn't one of those, you know, sometimes they tell the girls, do a comedic look, and then they like, you know, wear a fat suit. And they're like, now I'm funny. But she was like a heightened character, but she was still like really pretty and gorgeous. Roxy,
Speaking of pretty and gorgeous.
Right. They say Roxy's pace was slow, the jokes weren't funny, and her hair needed to be bigger for her high end
Santino said that, so apparently now he does hair too. There's one thing. If he wants to talk about a dress, go ahead, but like Roxy looked fine. Like leave her alone.
She looked perfect.
But you know what? This was his job, and you know what? He signed up for it, so we're allowed to give it. The safe girls are Alaska, Jinx, Detox, and Ivy. So y'all go and get a drink.
We do.
Blessed and the winner is Coco Montrese.
Yes, God. She wins a custom gown from Sequin Queen.
SequinQueen.com.
And then we are gifted with this lip sync of lip syncs. It's the Alyssa versus Roxy Whip My Hair Back and Forth by Willow Smith. And we get... This is such a moment when Roxy takes off her hair and reveals a long, straight human hair underneath it.
It's the first wig reveal on the show, correct? Intentional wig reveal.
Yes, I believe so, because in the past it had always been, I'm just going to rip my wig off and just give it all I've got. And then that went out of fashion, and it started to be like the kiss of death. If you took your wig off, you were going to get in trouble. So this is like an inversion of that. And she takes her wig off and reveals this human hair that's just perfect for whipping back and forth. She crushes this lip sync.
I have a question. Did the wig reveal happen where they showed it happening in the song? Because it seemed to happen in a weird spot, like the second line in or something, and they don't show the whole song, and there's like a jump cut. So I feel like that wig reveal would have happened the first time after, or like during the build up to the chorus. And where they put it, it's weird and choppy.
I'm not sure. I don't remember where it happened, but I think it was up toward the top of the song. It was like toward the beginning. And I remember we were all backstage, and usually there isn't, I think it was during lunch, because we had received our critiques and Roxy knew she was in trouble. And Roxy went over and she got that fucking long hair and put it on underneath. And then she secured the wig she was wearing with 2 bobby pins on either side of her face so that she could easily take it off. I remember her like getting it ready. But before you lip sync, there is not a designated time where you get to like change your clothes or zhuzh this or that. So she pulled a stunt by doing that, and it really, really paid off.
Thank God. It's a great lip sync.
Bye. We're gonna take a break.
Oh yeah, we're on a break now. So I was talking his dick.
She came from Seattle with a dress and a dream.
the sleeper fan favorite and champion of Season 5, Jinx Monsoon.
Here to take us on a journey with her opinions, memories, and thoughts on Season 5.
Let's find out what Jinx thinks.
Tell us, Jinx. Tell us about the narcolepsy.
We'll be right back after this nap.
How did you feel about the editing around it and your whole journey with that going in there?
Well, I mean, I feel lots of ways about it. I don't know if you know this, but I often have lots of feelings. So here's the bottom line. Everything you see on reality TV is both real and stylized at the same time. Like everything is everything is both real and what you say it is, and also this like hyper stylized, hyper fantasized version of it. Yeah. So, do I have narcolepsy? Yes. Did I fall asleep during the recording and during stressful moments? Yes. Is every time I'm asleep on camera, every time I seem to be sleeping on camera, like authentic and how it actually happened? No. There are plenty of tricks of editing, but that doesn't mean that there weren't also authentic narcoleptic moments. Okay, so narcolepsy isn't the way they depict it in movies and TV shows. There are certain people who do fall asleep like in a moment. They are the smallest portion of the narcoleptic population, and the vast majority of people have symptoms that are controllable. They're like, they interfere with your life, but they don't happen the way you see it in Deuce Bigelow, Male Gigolo. So there are moments where it's like I would be in my confessional. They'd tell me they were changing the battery, and I would kind of relax, and then I'd fall asleep, and then they've changed the battery, and they've started filming again, so they're just filming me asleep, and then they wake me up, and then they can edit it together to make it look like I fell asleep in the middle of a sentence. So is it real? Yes. Is it also a little played for the camera? Absolutely. That's just reality TV. It's true for anything anyone talks about on reality TV. If you talk about being sober, we have to see a relapse or we don't believe you.
Well, I'm here to deliver. Authentic narcoleptic. Jinx Monsoon.
I mean, the other way you show you're sober is, this is my favorite. I don't even know if Max was sober, but when Max was on her season, every time they walked in for Untucked, she would go, "Ooh, this is my drink. It's water."
My God.
Wow.
That's how you do it on reality TV.
Just talk about double saves, talk about Lisa Edwards' secret.
I just talk about
dragon things.
talking about wearing wigs under wigs. I don't know much about clothes.
Love my wigs by Marco.
Right.
What do you think about this double save? I
don't know where to start.
The beginning is a very good space to start.
Well, because so Roxy has a breakdown after the lip sync, but before the determination that they're both staying.
Okay.
So let's discuss Roxy's breakdown first. Roxy reveals, and she talked about this a little bit in Untucked, but I think this was like the beginnings of she reveals that she never really cried this out. Like, she says that she never cried about being left at a bus stop when she was 3 years old with her sister by her mother, which is like an extremely traumatic thing to happen to you at a really early age. And she never
bottled it up for all those years.
Yeah. And this was her really going through processing this. This wasn't I never got the sense that this was I'm gonna throw in some story, for the sake of the show. I think
girls do that.
Yeah. I mean, tears that you ordered from China. Is that who you were referring to? Yourself?
No, I wasn't. But if you think that was fake, I'm leaving the meeting. Girl, I'm an Emmy Award-nominated actor and makeup artiste.
That's why I'm saying it wasn't you. I think you took the note.
Well, now, back then I sucked. No, that was real crying, I swear. But some other girls definitely do squeeze in some story right when they're getting eliminated. But I was crying for real.
Yeah, okay.
I'm deeply offended.
Well, Roxy was definitely really going through this and really processing this, and it was really, really hard to watch because she had been such a close friend. But so that happened, and then RuPaul has a moment of vulnerability and says, we as gay people, we get to choose our family. We get to choose who we're around. And I am your family. We are your family here, and I love you. And it was a very emotional day and a very emotional moment. And then there's a historic double save.
Yeah. This is definitely historic. Is it the first time? She sent 2 girls home early, so you all must have been predicting at some point it might be a double save too, right? Because that's how TV
it made
works.
sense after it happened, but I was not savvy enough to think, oh yeah, it kind of would make sense because there's a certain amount of episodes that have to be filled, and there's a certain amount of queens.
Yeah.
So it does make sense. I was not savvy enough to think of that. We were all really, really shocked, especially since we didn't think that Alyssa won the lip sync. We thought Roxy won the lip sync.
That's the tea I've heard from other season 5 girls, but I choose not to talk about it anymore because I wasn't there and I don't want to look like I'm just shit talking Alyssa for fun. It's also for work. I'll shit talk for work. But
I'm not shit talking Alyssa.
No. I wasn't accusing you of doing it. You were in the room. This is not shit talking. This is your opinion on a matter where you were there. I, based on as a viewer not in the room, which is totally different, I did not think Alyssa should have been saved in this instance, mostly because a lot of the time that the camera showed her face was upstage. It was her getting the hat off. It wasn't how Roxy was like solid in her hair whipping and it was like controlled and she didn't look like she was hurting herself. Alyssa looked a little erratic and it wasn't as if both girls were doing the number and I had $1, Roxy would have gotten the $1. I'm not saying Alyssa was doing poorly, but I'm saying Roxy did better, in my opinion, as a viewer.
Alyssa's performance was great,
but
it was more like when a song comes on that you like and you're in drag, so you go up and do an impromptu performance. Roxy's was the curtain opens, this is my song that I've submitted and I'm doing it, and I'm doing a complete performance with a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Yeah.
So like both are entertaining to watch. Alyssa, okay, aside from the fact that her shoe broke off and was hanging on by a strap at the end.
She was on the floor most of the time anyway, so that's fine.
Right. Even that aside, Alyssa didn't fucking know the words to this song left, right, or sideways. And she was doing the penetration, which has
That's why she was facing upstage that time, huh?
She was always orientating herself upstage because she knew she didn't know the words. So we watching at the back, we were like, oh, this is Alyssa's stepping off point, but then you don't get the payoff of the Alyssa versus Coco. So ultimately, I'm glad that Alyssa stayed around.
Me too, for sure.
I was not happy at the time because I wanted it to be the top 6, but it was the top 7 still. But so none of us were really happy about that at the time. But ultimately, for the purposes of the show, it was the right thing to do. And it was a very touching roller coaster of a day and a really great episode.
And a lesson to everybody, do not wear synthetic hair if you're trying to whip your hair. Human hair moves better.
Human hair moves better in wind as well. You always want to go that way.
But if you're doing the song and you can't get a full human unit, you can get a bag, a bundle, or whatever, sew it into a synthetic wig and be Gucci, and then that'll have the movement at the ends, but the structure at the top. I did not get a chance to watch I didn't get a chance to watch Untucked this week because I had to cram some other stuff in me. Yeah. What was your favorite moment from Untucked this week?
Let's see. I just watched this. Okay, so Alyssa. Okay, Coco's like, Alyssa, how dare you bring up me being a runner-up in a roast? And all of us are like, wait a second. It's a roast. Everything is on the table. You can't say this and this is off limits. And so ultimately the girls decide, okay, we're going to lay this drama to rest once and for all. We're going to lay it to rest. So we all clink glasses and say, okay, we're never going to talk about it again. We're never going to talk about the Coco and Alyssa drama again.
And right after that lovely alcoholic toast, Jinx reveals her issue with her mom's alcoholism. Roxy tells the full story about her grandma taking her in and her losing her mom at 3 and stuff. Roxy, Coco, and Alyssa all agree that Jinx is playing the radio. Can you tell everybody what playing the radio means? Because I want to see if it...
but the radio. That's an early Gaga song, isn't it?
To know if this means the same thing in your head as it means to me.
I don't know what that means. I think it means she's being insincere or not, not being as she seems. Is the usage of it? I don't know. But Alyssa also says it on a different episode. She says RuPaul is not playing the radio. So I don't know what
not
this
playing
saying
around
means. Right. So maybe it's playing around. What do you think it means? I don't know.
In my head, it would go back to something like when they asked Marilyn Monroe, like, what she had on when she posed naked. I think she said the radio, or like Chanel No. 5, like something like that. But if it's the radio, I don't really... To me, it just meant she is not... Jinx is playing the radio, like she's just telling people like things they want to hear, like the radio. Easy listening.
Easy listening.
Yeah, like it may not be true. It may not be anything groundbreaking. But
right.
Roxy does say something that is pointed. She says, well, if the challenge was to look beautiful, Jinx would be in the bottom too. Which we love Roxy for. We love Roxy being able to switch from the underdog in tears to ugly.
But this is why the show is exciting, because some episodes are going to be really favored towards some girls, and some episodes are going to be really hard for some girls. That's why the show is exciting. So yeah, I mean, and we see that Jinx does end up in the bottom later in the season for an episode that's all based on looks. Point blank, period. So Roxy is right.
We as gay people, we get to choose our bottoms. We choose the bottoms that we're around. You know what I'm saying? I am your bottom. We are a bottom here. I bottom you.
I bottom you. And also, we get to look at pictures of ourselves as babies, and we have to choose who's who, which is fun. That's always a fun little game to play.
Yeah.
To see what we look like before all the silicone.
Thank you so much for joining us on Race Chaser Classic this week. I'm Willam.
And I'm Alaska. And we would love for you to write a review of our podcast on your podcast app. And don't forget to subscribe. And take a moment to leave us a rating as well. 5 stars.
You can follow the dolls at Willam, at The Only Alaska 5000. And our Race Chaser account is at Race Chaser Pod.
Plus, bonus content is now available at patreon.com/Willam.
Willam.
It's pay to play, so just choose a video you like. There's plenty to choose from. Leave the coins on the dresser and hit the door. And you can search for Race Chaser content by searching the hashtag Race Chaser.
And you can email us racechaserpodcast@gmail.com if you have anything pertinent or perky tits.
Yes, and we're in the home stretch of 2020, and we want to put together a best of 2020 from the podcast. So if you have any favorite moments from the shows this year, email us. Just send the episode title and the time code of any of the Wednesday or Friday episodes, and we already have our favorites, but we want to hear from you if there's anything you really want to hear in a roundup of the best of 2020.
We ask you to wear a mask and wash your hands and socially distance yourself and respect each other out in the world. Fuck Donald Trump.
That's right. And just because Biden won this election does not mean our social justice and political work is done. After the race, that's where the real work starts, okay? So this is just one step in a lifelong journey to make our world and our country a better place. So we thank you to everyone who voted. And if for some reason you didn't vote, there are runoff elections, there are midterm elections, primaries, and more, and you can always register to vote. And she is not playing the radio.
Race Chaser is not endorsed by World of Wonder, Viacom, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. RuPaul's Drag Race and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and or copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.
Forever Dog.
Race Chaser with Alaska and Willam is a Forever Dog podcast.
Produced by Big Dipper.
Executive produced by Brett Boehm, Joe Cilio, and Alex Ramsey.
Mixed and mastered by Will Pitts.
Our theme song is Race Chaser by Alaska Thunderfuck.